Before we delve into Evernote and discover the features it has, I'm going to take a moment or two to talk about what Evernote actually is. And in a nutshell, Evernote is a digital notebook. It can sync to the web across all of your devices, Windows PCs, Mac computers, tablets and smartphones. Evernote can also capture and store and index just about any type of data you can think of. And what I do like about Evernote as well is it isn't just restricted to simple text entries, other forms of content can be incorporated into notes as well. Media can range from images. It can be used as a repository for storing digital images you've taken with your smartphone. You can copy or clip something from another website and document and keep it within your notebook for future use. You can also record your voice and play it back so it becomes a dictaphone. You can actually do this on your Windows PC, and if you have the app installed on your smartphone, you can record your voice there as well. And of course the beauty of Evernote is with it being digital, you can take it with you wherever you go. It can also be installed on your computer to have ready and waiting for you and to write and share notes and collaborate with others as well. And of course you can leave your computer and you can actually access Evernote through your tablet or smartphone on the move, making it very accessible to you throughout your working day life. And of course everything is synced with your computers, ensuring you have access to the latest versions of the documents and content you are working on. Very handy, I'm sure, to have everything up to date. Aside from storing data, Evernote also enables you to access your content efficiently. You can add tags to content in a notebook, which allows you to easily organize items, so you can find out what you're looking for in a flash. There's also powerful search functionality. You can find specific bits of information very quickly. A scenario that comes to mind is if you've taken a photograph with your smartphone and you've added it to your Evernote notebook. It's a photograph of a slide from a Smartboard presentation, and with the name of the slide present in the picture. In order to find that picture later on in Evernote, you can actually search for the name of the slide. And thanks to the OCR technology in Evernote, that's optical character recognition, Evernote finds and recognises the text within the image and gives you access to that photograph. A very handy feature because sometimes we can't always remember the names of files we're given or notes, so it makes it another way to find your content very easily. Originally, everyone had actually planned to do half a dozen bullet points here listing the practical uses for Evernote. You were very pleased to hear I got rid of those, and instead I'm actually going to use an example of how Evernote could be used within our field of teaching. It's something we can all relate to, and it's something I'm going to talk about now for a few moments. So Evernote, as you know, can sync between multiple devices. You can email directly to Notebook. You can also include images and audio and video recordings within your notes, and it has the ability to share notes as well. This makes Evernote a very powerful portfolio and assessment tool. Teachers could create a notebook for each student, gather evidence of their projects through this, take photographs of physical assignments, and then share them digitally through the notes. Students could record their thoughts for assignments through Evernote, and if needs be, type up additional notes for assessment purposes. This would create a comprehensive portfolio for each student. And the benefit as well is the student notebooks can be shared between colleagues and peers. Another feature like the Evernote does include as well, if there's any sensitive information, you can actually encrypt certain parts of text within Evernote, making it secure and safe as well, which is a great feature. And finally as well, in this day and age of tweeting on Twitter, I know a number of UWS staff have a Twitter account. I have one of these too. I'm also guessing a large number of students would have Twitter as well. You can actually archive your tweets as well through Evernote by simply linking your Evernote and Twitter accounts. You can archive your tweets by adding the following text, which is @myen in your tweets, and store them automatically in Evernote. So I think that's a great feature to have as well. Okay, so we've covered what Evernote is and done a couple of practical examples of how it can be used. I'm now actually going to cover what Evernote is capable of. It's worth noting when you've created your Evernote account, you're automatically signed up for the free version of the software. I would actually suggest downloading this onto all of the computers and devices you intend to use Evernote on. There is a premium edition of Evernote out there, and aside from talking about what Evernote is capable of, I also want to talk about some of the differences between the two editions. Now, everyone, I do want to emphasise this isn't a sales pitch for the premium edition or intended to put you off the free version of Evernote. I just want to go over what it's capable of and what's available in both versions. So with this in mind, we're going to cover the first point, which is both the free and the premium editions of Evernote have a monthly upload limit. At the time of this presentation, 60 megabytes for the free edition and 1 gigabyte for the premium. Now it's worth noting here this limit is applied to the audio and image files and the videos as well. It does not apply to the upload limit of your notes. You'll never have to delete notes or make room for newer ones. Evernote allows you to create notebooks both online and offline. However, this is an important point. It's worth noting if you want to work with your online version of a notebook offline, you'll need the premium version when you don't have a network connection. Another point I'd like to raise is the current limit for online synchronized notebooks is 250. Notebooks can be shared via Evernote Web, whether you're a free or premium account holder. However, if you want to allow other people to edit or collaborate on these shared notebooks, then the premium account is required for this. And Evernote has a note history facility which allows you to retrieve specific deleted content within a note. Let's say you're writing a report and you'd like to get rid of a section of text and rewrite it. But then later on you decide that you actually like the original text better. In the free version of Evernote you won't have access to that previous version of the file, whilst in the premium version you can get access to the entire history of that particular note. And this will allow you to undo any edits or changes you've made. At the time of this presentation, the free version of Evernote has a maximum file size of 25 megabytes for notes. However, in the premium version, the limit is doubled to 50 megabytes. So it's worthwhile taking that into consideration when producing notes that have a lot of visual or audio content within them, and especially with videos. Now, videos can actually be embedded into notes, but they won't play within the note itself. It will play using the software on your computer, iPhone or iPad to do so. And there's actually, in the free version of Evernote, you can upload, you can sync images, audio, Microsoft Ink files and PDF files. The premium version allows any type of file and also allows you to search for text within a PDF, something the free version does not allow you to do. Okay everyone, this concludes the differences between the free and premium version of Evernote. We've also went over what Evernote is. We've also went over a practical use for Evernote and the features of Evernote as well. So you'll actually be pleased to hear this concludes the slide section of this presentation.